Is there not a period of time when each human is nothing yet worth mentioning? For indeed, we alone created humans from a drop of mixed fluids in order to test them, so we made them hear and see. Surely we showed him the right path, regardless of whether he chooses to be thankful or unthankful to his Lord. By the passage of time, surely humanity is in grave loss, except those who have faith do good and urge each other to the truth and urge each other to perseverance. Indeed, we have warned you of an imminent punishment, the day every person will see the consequences of what their hands have done, and the disbelievers will cry, "I wish I were dust." The day every person will recall all their striving. There is no living being, but there is a protector over it. Let people then consider what they were created from. They were created from a spurting fluid, stemming from between the backbone and the rib cage. Surely He, Allah, is fully capable of bringing them back to life. Now, whenever a human being is tested by their Lord through His generosity and blessings, they boast, "My Lord has deservedly honored me." But when He tests them by limiting their provision, they protest, "My Lord has undeservedly humiliated me." Absolutely not. In fact, you are not even gracious to the orphan and greedily devour the entire inheritance and love wealth fervently. Enough. When the earth is entirely crushed over and over, and your Lord comes to judge with angels rank upon rank, and hell is brought forth on that day, this is when every disbelieving person will remember their own sins. But what is the use of remembering then? And hell is brought forth on that day. This is when every disbelieving person will remember their own sins. But what is the use of remembering then? Indeed, we have created man in constant struggle. Does he think that no one has power over them? He says, "I have wasted enormous wealth." Does he believe that none sees him? Have we not given them 2 eyes and a tongue and 2 lips, and shown them the 2 ways of right and wrong? If only he had attempted the challenging path of goodness instead. And what will make you realize what attempting the challenging path is? It is freeing someone's neck from slavery, or giving food on a day of severe hunger, to an orphaned relative, or to a poor person in distress, and then being among those who believed and advised one another to patience and advised one another to compassion. These are the people of the right. Then let mankind look at his food. We poured water, pouring it in great abundance, and meticulously split the earth open for sprouts, then caused the grain to grow out of it, together with grapes and vegetables, and olives and palm trees, and gardens of dense shrubbery, and fruits and pastures, all as a means of sustenance for you and your animals. On that day, every person will flee from his own siblings, and even his mother and father, and even their spouse and children. On that day, each will be occupied with his own business, making him oblivious of all save himself. Some faces on that day shall be beaming with happiness, laughing and rejoicing, while other faces will be dusty, enveloped by darkness. Those are the disbelievers, the wicked sinners. It is Allah's will to make things clear to you, guide you to the noble ways of those before you, and turn to you in mercy. For Allah is all-knowing, all-wise, and Allah indeed wants to turn graciously towards you. But those who follow their lusts would want you to drift far away from the right way, O believers. Do not devour one another's wealth illegally, but rather trade by mutual consent, and do not kill each other or yourselves. Surely Allah is ever merciful to you, and whoever does this sinfully and unjustly, we will burn them in the fire. That is easy for Allah. If you avoid the major sins forbidden to you, we will absolve you of your lesser misdeeds and admit you into a place of honor. And do not crave what Allah has given some of you over others. Men will be rewarded according to their deeds, and women equally according to theirs. Rather, Ask Allah for His bounties. Surely Allah has perfect knowledge of all things. Whenever someone is touched by hardship, they cry out to us, whether lying on their side, sitting or standing. But when we relieve their hardship, they return to their old ways as if they had never cried to us to remove any hardship. This is how the misdeeds of the transgressors have been made appealing to them. We surely destroyed other peoples before you when they did wrong, and their messengers came to them with clear proofs, but they would not believe. This is how we reward the wicked people. Then we made you their successors in the land to see how you would act. If we ever favor man with our mercy and then take it away from him, he becomes utterly desperate, totally ungrateful. But if we give him a taste of favor after hardship has touched him, he will surely say, "Bad times have left me." Indeed, he is exultant and boastful. Except for those who are patient and do righteous deeds, those will have forgiveness and great reward. And remember when your Lord proclaimed, "If you are grateful, I will certainly give you more. But if you are ungrateful, surely my punishment is severe." And He has granted you all that you asked Him for. If you tried to count Allah's blessings, you would never be able to number them. Indeed, humankind is truly unfair, totally ungrateful. He created human from a sperm drop, then, behold, He openly challenged him, and humans swiftly pray for evil as they pray for good, for humankind is ever hasty. We made the day and night as two signs. So we made the sign of the night devoid of light, and we made the sign of the day perfectly bright, so that you may seek the bounty of your Lord and know the number of years and calculation of time. And we have explained everything in detail. We have bound every human's destiny to their neck, and on the day of judgment we will bring forth to each person a record which they will find laid open. And it will be said, "Read your record. You alone are sufficient this day to take account of yourself. Whoever chooses to be guided, it is only for their own good. And whoever chooses to stray, it is only to their own loss. No soul burdened with sin will bear the burden of another. And we would never punish a people until we have sent a messenger to warn them. Tell my believing servants to say only what is best. Satan certainly seeks to sow discord among them. Satan is indeed an open enemy to mankind. Your Lord knows you best. He may have mercy on you if He wills, or punish you if He wills. We have not sent you, O Prophet, as a keeper over them. Your Lord knows best all those in the heavens and the earth. Beware of the day. We will summon every people with their leader. So whoever will be given their record in their right hand will read it happily, and will not be wronged even by the width of the thread of a date stone. But whoever is blind to the truth in this world will be blind in the hereafter, and even far more astray from the right way. When we grant people our favors, they turn away, acting arrogantly. But when touched with evil, they lose all hope. Say, O Prophet, everyone acts in their own way, but your Lord knows best whose way is rightly guided. Say, O Prophet, if all humans and jinn were to come together to produce the equivalent of this Quran, they could not produce its equal, no matter how they supported each other. And we have truly set forth every kind of lesson for humanity in this Quran, yet most people persist in disbelief. Have they not realized that Allah, who created the heavens and the earth, can easily recreate them? He has already set for them a time, about which there is no doubt. But the wrongdoers persist in denial. Say to them, O Prophet, even if you were to possess the infinite treasuries of my Lord's mercy, then you would certainly withhold them, fearing they would run out. For humankind is ever stingy. We have surely set forth in this Quran every kind of lesson for people. But humankind is the most argumentative of all beings, and nothing prevents people from believing when guidance comes to them. and from seeking their Lord's forgiveness, accept their demand to meet the same fate of earlier deniers, or that the torment would confront them face to face, and man says, "Shall I be raised to life after I die?" Does man not remember that we created him before when he was nothing? By your Lord, O Prophet, we will surely gather them along with the devils and then set them around hell on their knees. Do you not see that to Allah bow down in submission all those in the heavens and all those on the earth, as well as the sun, the moon, the stars, the mountains, the trees, and all living beings, as well as many humans, while many are deserving of punishment? And whoever Allah disgraces, none can honor. Surely Allah does what He wills. Do you not see that Allah has subjected to you whatever is in the earth, as well as the ships that sail through the sea by His command? He keeps the sky from falling down on the earth except by His permission. Surely Allah is ever gracious and most merciful to humanity, and He is the one who gave you life, then will cause you to die, and then will bring you back to life. But surely humankind is ever ungrateful. And beware of the day the wrongdoer will bite his nails in regret and say, "Oh, I wish I had followed the way along with the messenger. Woe to me! I wish I had never taken so-and-so as a close friend. It was he who truly made me stray from the reminder after it had reached me. And Satan has always betrayed humanity. And the messenger has said, O my Lord, indeed my people have taken this Quran as a thing abandoned."